Good morning, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Frustration to Freedom. My name is Bill Morrow, and I'm guiding you on your way to your end destination, which is the success, your freedom. This is episode 51, and it is entitled, Be Responsible for Yourself. Now, this is one of the things we learn as we go through life, that yes, you have to be responsible for yourself. Blame everyone, blame this, blame that, that's the obvious thing. So that's wrong. We know this, so this is where we come back into our process and we should be thinking positive. Now, from now on, we're going to talk about Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And in this process, this book has been around as long as I have. And that's a long, long time. So the fact that it's been republished and published and rewritten and so forth shows that the policy and things it was working on, the principles it was working on, are perfectly good. So we're going to go through this, go through the sequence of the book and learn what it is saying, and finally we'll then go on to the next version of the book, which is the more up-to-date version. It still applies the same rules and everything else, and what they've all done is they've copied from what he has done, what Napoleon Hill has done, and simply added to it. So the policy itself is exactly the same. So what we're going to do is to follow that system. So it'll probably take us about 10 days or something like that to get through the book, because we're not going to read everything on it. We're going to do the condensed version to go through the salient points. Now, when we get to a situation where we have, as we have today, there's 6 principles. The principles I will quickly read through, but I will then print them out and put them into my blog, because I put a copy of this on my blog every day. A copy of this video is on the blog, and the address for the blog is in the details at the YouTube. So when you read the information at the bottom of this, scroll through and you'll see blog, the Your Dreams to Success /blog. And that's where you'll find it. Then you'll be able to print it out and get the full details from there. So in fact, I'll be condensing a lot of it and putting it into that, so that this is the brief indication to it, and any more detailed accounts I will put into the body of the blog so that you can have it. And that is done on a daily basis. When I finish here, I post it on Facebook and all the various places, and then I also put it on my blog so that people can interchange and get the idea, and you can always go back and look at it. Now, the obvious thing when we're saying we want to get rich, now we're going for the principle of not a better life, not a better house or anything like that. We're talking about getting rich. And the whole principle comes down to think and grow rich. And this is the way we're going to do it, you see, because if you start thinking about all the individual items, you'll go crazy. So we think of this one, and then it's up to you to define exactly what your principles are and what your destinations are. So the obvious thing is we start off and we make a plan and desire. We want. Now, in Napoleon Hill's case, in this case, from now on, desire means a burning desire, a desire to get, a desire to have. And it gets to the stage where that burning desire of to have that financial freedom, to have that amount of money because we're going to define an amount, and that can be, you can virtually smell it and taste it, you can see it in your mind's eye, and this is where we're now proceeding to go from the simple state of thinking about something, and we're now going to the process of going into your subconscious mind. So now we have the mind here, we now have a subconscious mind as well. And science has proved, yes, there is a subconscious mind. There is that factor. So when you think, do, take action, and then repeating that action by voice, by saying out loud what you want and what you're going to do, that reacts back into your subconscious mind. And everything then, from then on, will force your thought and body and everything towards that goal that is in your subconscious mind. And that is the whole principle behind it. So you've got to fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. This is principle 1. Principle 2, determine exactly what you intend to do or to give for this money. How are you going to do it? Are you going to work for it? Are you going to, in our case, we're going to go to a website where internet marketing is going to be our goal. So this is the sort of thing. Establish a definite date by which you intend to acquire this money. So you fix an amount, you fix what you're going to do, and then you decide, and then you fix in your mind exactly when you're going to acquire it. Now, the whole principle of all of this is to do, to get it done, to start. And from then on, you can adjust things up, down, round, whatever you like. But the whole principle is to get started on the whole thing. Create a definite plan. Put all of those items, the first 4, into a detailed account. And you write it down, a detailed account. And then you read the statement twice a day. You read it aloud twice a day, so that that becomes ingrained in your mind. Now remember, I will put all those details into the blog. Think about this, my friends. We're on our way. Talk to you tomorrow.